So here is our third variation of the HotPatterns Delicious dresses, and as you can quite clearly see, it's not a dress at all, it's a top. And I did this one really because I was making the samples for this and I suddenly thought, I haven't done a long sleeve version, what was I thinking? And I also haven't done a top version, so ta-da, we've got a top with a long sleeve. And I've used, for this one, I've used a really nice Ponturoma, and this is one from fabric.com, and I use their stuff a lot because they have a lot of really good basic pieces as well as a lot of kind of, you know, tricky little designery things. And I was really attracted to this by this fabulous colour, this beautiful kind of cornflower blue. And there's a couple of things to tell you about these kind of saturated colours. These very intense colours are starting to come through quite strongly now. It's that whole kind of 80s reference. But if you're around in the 80s, you'll remember that we used to always wear them with black, bright colour with black, which was all fine and dandy then, but if you try and do it now, it just looks a little bit like, a little bit sad. The best way to wear a saturated colour like this is with a neutral, preferably a neutral from the tan family, so something like off-white, chalk, ivory, going down through cream, and then you go taupe, tan, khaki, right down to the kind of dark chocolate colours. They will work much better and look much more modern and much more fresh than sticking it with black. The same thing goes for white. This with white would just look a little bit like, oh, Miami Vice, scary. So don't do that. I really recommend a nice neutral. You could of course always go for a deeper version of this, so an inky navy would look really good with this kind of blue tone. The other thing to tell you about very saturated colours like this is you can't skimp on the fabric. You've got to buy a good quality fabric. One of the reasons that ready-to-wear clothing is often in very kind of dreary colours, you know, the blacks, the browns, the greys, they're easy to produce cheaply and they'll look great hanging up, and then you get them home, you launder them, and they just look really awful. They fade, they bleed, they look terrible. Something like this, you have to have a good quality fabric to keep the kind of intensity of those colours. So, having said all that, I'll get on to the actual top. Now, you can see with this one, it is very low, and they're all quite low. And I tried this one with the modesty panel. No, it looked terrible. It looked like a sailor outfit, it looked awful. So I will definitely be wearing this just over a nice little scoop neck tee, really for extra warmth and extra layering. And I've done it with the long sleeve. And the long sleeve, this is the plain version, it's just really simple. You've got that nice kind of slightly relaxed armhole here, so you're not kind of gripped here. So again, you've got room to layer up. And it just goes down to a nice simple cuff like this. Now, what I've done to finish it is I've done a deep stitched hem, and I'm still kind of out on that one. The jewellery's still out on the stitched hem. I may have to hand stitch it, which goes against everything that I believe in. I do not believe in hand stitching for hems and something you're going to launder a lot, but I think it may look better. But you know, I'll wear it a couple of times, see how I feel. But I think this is a great top, really nice, casual but not too kind of scruffy. Again, as with the sunshine tops, you can wear it out, wear it tucked in and kind of bloused over, wear it with a belt. It's really, the choice is yours. And as I say, I love this intense colour, I think it's just beautiful, but it'll also work, as you saw with the other dress, in a print or in a really relaxed, solid colour. So I'm going to show you one more variation of this, and this is the one that's going to have all bells and whistles, just like on the pattern envelope. So this is the fourth and final variation of the HotPatterns Delicious dresses I wanted to show you, and this one I am ridiculously pleased with. I think it's so pretty, and this is going to be my summer party dress this year. It's so lovely. Now, what I wanted to show you on this one is that this is this version here. And it's actually got a raised hem at the centre front. You can see it's going up here. Now, unfortunately, due to my stand's spectacular bosom, it's kind of tipping forward a little bit. It doesn't do that on the body, certainly not mine, because I don't have a spectacular bosom. Hey ho, we live, we learn. So this one is done as the raised hem one, and you'll see when you look on the pattern, you've got two front neckline options, and it will tell you quite clearly, cut here for the raised neckline, cut here for the straight, not neckline, hemline. Cut here for the raised hemline, cut here for the straight one. And what it is that this one with the raised hemline is basically 6 inches lower through here. So what it means is that you basically gather it and you're gathering it into here and it just pulls it all up, which means you can be really sneaky and clever. You can use plaids and you can use stripes along this one, and it'll basically follow that raised hem in the centre front like that, which is a really attractive look. Now, this fabric is gorgeous, I have to tell you, it's beautiful, and it's as light as a feather to wear, so for the hot summer months it's going to be great. This one I got many moons ago from Gorgeous Fabrics, and it really has been sitting there waiting to be turned into something lovely. This one I have no idea where I got it from, and this one I believe was another Bangkok one, so who knows. But the nice thing with this is I've managed to mix 3 different fabrics, a print, a textured plain, and then another small graphic print as well. And they all kind of sit together because they've all got black or cream to kind of work together. And I've done here the modesty panel. This is the one I kept talking about. And I've actually just lightly pinned this in because I think I'm going to make it detachable. I really want the option to kind of take it out or leave it in as I wish. But again, I'll see how I feel when I've worn it. Now, I'll go through it top to bottom. One of the really important things with this dress is you do not want a contrast neckband. Contrast neckband on here, it just looks really kind of, ooh, a bit sad. It just doesn't work. So you need to have the same fabric on here. Then you start getting your contrast pieces here. And also I want to show you the sleeve in the back. The sleeve has got this beautiful contrast band here, and I've doubled it out so you get a nice bit of heft on there. And once again, you go round to the back, you've got the neckband here and the centre back shaping, which is really, really key for this because it avoids that blobby woman look, which nobody wants. Now, there's something to tell you about the construction of this. There's actually two things you need to bear in mind. The first thing is that this is constructed with the back and the sleeves and the fronts together, and you leave the centre front seam open. You attach your neckband and then you join the whole thing through here and then put your neckband facing on. And it's actually quite an easy thing to do once you get your head around it, but you need to know that that's the way to do it. And the other thing is this: do not do what I did when I made this sample the first time. Follow the instructions from the pattern. I thought I'd be Mrs. Smarty Pants and go, oh no, I'll just do it my way. The instructions tell you quite clearly, make this part of it up here, including the side seams, so you've got almost like a top sitting there on the stand. And then you make this into a strip and this into a strip, and you join the whole loop and the whole loop like that. And of course, me being clever and thinking, no, I can do it, I decided to just join this to this to this and then join the side seams. Did the side seams match up? No, they did not. So I had to do frog sewing, which if you don't know what that is, that's when you rip it, like a frog, remove the whole thing and do it again, which really made me cross. It's just a stupid mistake to make. So definitely, when you're constructing this, you need to definitely follow the instructions and do those loops and add them like this. Now, another really important thing for this kind of style, in fact any style that's got a shaped neckband, is of course your interfacing. Such a key thing. You remember when we did the sunshine tops, I said to you I used a really good interfacing, and you can find that. I'm afraid I garbled, didn't tell you who it's from. It's from a lady called Pam Ernie, and you can find her if you go to her blog, and it's So Exciting, as in S-E-W. So Exciting blogspot.com, and you can find her interfacing there. She's got lots of different weights and lots of different types, and it is the bomb. It's fantastic stuff. So this is our final variation of it. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's so, so pretty. Lightweight, really easy to wear, really elegant. So before I finish, I just want to tell you one thing, which is we will be photographing all the pieces you've seen in all our clips and putting them on the Hot Patterns Closet page. And when we do that, we're going to be styling them, putting different accessories and stuff with them. We have huge plans for our Hot Patterns Closet. Unfortunately, it's just a matter of time. We really just have to find the time to do this because, you know, we have a fairly packed schedule. So I hope you can put up with just these beautiful little YouTube clips till then. And all I can say is thank you very much for watching.